Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with...
Oh wait, it's Clay Ranger 143. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's Wardo HWX 8798.
Brandon Crocker, Wayne County Emergency. Oh my god, it's a bomb!
Ah! It's a bomb! It's gonna be like the national test! Anyway...
Sound the emergency alert system!
Do it under TFT! Anyway, Yep. Anyways, on this third episode of Radio Reviews, we're going to review a very special type of radio that I got today in a thrift shop, actually. Just like I got the 74109 over there, I got this in a thrift shop. The Eton FRX3. Since this radio didn't come in a box because, well, it was used, and the previous owner obviously threw it away, let's take a look. First impressions of the radio. The thing is a frickin' red brick. Seriously, it's a red brick. It's so square, you could use this to build a frickin' house with it. It's a frickin' brick. It's a brick! Anyway, so, as you can see, we got the screen right here that lights up in a sort of a white color. You can see the buttons light up every time the backlight comes on. You have alarm on off, up, down, alert, set, and the cell button. We'll get to those in a minute. You have both tuning knobs on each side of the radio, one for volume and one for tuning in the AM FM stations. You have the solar panel on top along with the glow-in-the-dark strip around it. You have the flashlight on the side. You have the antenna on the back in sort of a compact way. The compartment for all of the inputs and outputs. And obviously you have the battery compartment. We'll get into all that in a minute. So, for right now, that's the first impressions of the radio. Let's take a look at some of the features it has.
Gotta get those glamour shots.
Of course you do, Brandon. Of course you do. Anyway, the first feature I would like to discuss about this radio is the flashlight function. Now, you saw it in the previous segment just now, but the flashlight is actually pretty unique. It has two white LEDs and a red flashing one. Now, if I go ahead and turn off my light here, and if I go ahead and use the LED remote for the table of radios, I can turn that off real quick. And then press the, let me turn these monitors off. Now, I'm going to turn on the flashlight on the FRX3. It may not look that bright on camera, but trust me, it is pretty damn bright. I mean, you can see things very clearly with this flashlight radio.
Oh shit, it's LED.
Yep, the power of LEDs. Apart from the brightness of all these radios displays, this thing is actually very bright for what it is. I'm surprised, actually. You can see the computer is being lit up, whatever the fuck you call it. You can see on the back the red light every time the backlight comes on. And it doesn't just act as a flashlight. When you're out stranded somewhere and you need help, if you press the button again, it turns into a red flashing SOS style light. This is actually an SOS light, just to tell people that you need help. But if you're sitting at home, like I am, being the lonely ass person that I am, you can just use it as, for this. Okay. It's not Halloween anymore, god damn it. Anyway, that's the flashlight. Let me turn the light back on. And all my other monitors. So let's get on to the next feature. One other feature that is very unique about this type of radio is the channel selector. Yes, this right here is the band and channel selector. As you can see, it has AM and FM selections, along with the weather band ranging from channels 1 to 7. And you just tilt the switch just like that, and it selects your channel. So let's try it out. Now, to turn the radio on, you need to press this power button. Pretty self-explanatory. Turn down the volume just in case. If there's anything on AM, I'd be really surprised. Not a good DXing radio for AM at all. But let's try 90.7 WFAE really quick, using the digital tuner on the side. You gotta raise the antenna. Okay, let's raise the antenna, see if we got anything.
SAE members and Mecklenburg area Catholic schools announcing open enrollment at all schools, including St. Anne's, for the 2018-19
It works out great.
school year.
Now let's go to the weather band. The weather band. Hold on.
Chance of precipitation 20%. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Area. Tuesday.
Yeah, that's something I really like, to be honest, because you don't have to like go.
With a temperature of 18 in South Carolina, it was clear.
Yeah, because you don't have to like go into a menu selection just to select your channel, right? It's instead, it's all there for you. One feature that is obviously obvious, and ow.
Whoops.
One obvious feature on this radio that is... One big innovative feature that this radio has is the hand cranker. Yes, it is a hand cranked radio. That is pretty cool if you ask me. For a weather radio, solar powered, hand cranked. That is pretty cool. And obviously, you just crank it and it charges the battery. Plus, it's good to have in the event of an emergency, like if your batteries are dead. You can just recharge them doing this. Or using the solar panel. But if it's night out and you have no sunlight, what are you going to do? That's where the hand crank comes in. And I find that a pretty useful feature to have. Especially if you're in an emergency situation. So, that is pretty cool right there. Good job, Eton. Now, when you first look at the radio, when you take it out of the box, when you buy it brand new, you can obviously see that it's a pretty compact design. And if you see in the back right here, the way they made this antenna just fold down so it doesn't get in the way of anything is genius to me. Because, let's be honest here, you do not want the antenna of any of your radios to bend if it gets in the way of anything. So if you're not using it...
Confirm.
Oh, absolutely. Brandon can confirm. And so can AJ, because that's what he did to his version 2! With the fat-ass antenna. So rip him and rip Brandon. I admit, it has happened to me before. And it is not fun. It's not a fun experience. So if you don't want the antenna to get in the way of anything, when you're not using it, just put it down. And then you can just put it on the back of the radio like that. And it won't get bent. Nice. One other feature that I really like on this radio is the diverse selection of ports you have. For example, if we lift up this flap right here, you can see it has two 3.5mm jacks and a slot for, I think it's micro USB That's not micro USB, but it's for like a small USB style, like a camera cable. And there's a USB port in the side, which is just like the WR400 over there, right next to the 12262, which I already did a review on. But we'll get to the WR400 for another day. So, obviously you can use a pair of headphones on either side. Well, not really. The other feature, the other one is, we'll get to that in a minute. But one of these jacks is for headphones. I'm not telling you the other one yet. Obviously you have the DC jack, and the USB port is for charging your cell phone. Now to charge your cell phone, you have to press the cell button right here, and it will charge your cell phone. And as you can see on the screen, it will say cell. You gotta tinkle outside the binkle. Anyway, as you can see on the side, it will say cell, and that will let you know if it's charging the cell phone or not, if you have one connected, which I don't at the moment, but you get the point. Very nice feature. Now, remember that other 3.5mm jack behind the radio that I showed you about that I didn't tell you what the feature was? Well, you did read that line of text correctly. Believe it or not, this red brick has auxiliary capabilities. Just like the Sanjin, and the 996, and the 519. But we'll get to those later. Anyway, let's go ahead and demonstrate that. So, got my MP3 player ready for action. So let's flip the switch. The screen on this MP3 player is kind of like the screen color on the, what is it, the FRX3. So, let's try this song, Spineless. Okay, let's plug it into the back of the radio here. Let's try that. Alright, now we'll turn the radio on. And this also works on weather bands. It works on any channel. It doesn't matter which channel you have it selected on. You can have it set to any of the 7 channels on the weather band or AM, FM. Doesn't matter. It'll still be on auxiliary mode. So, let's play this song and see how it sounds on the FRX3.
I'm about to perform surgery.
Sounds pretty good. Let's try the next song on the playlist. Oh yeah, Invisimtail. This is the credit song that I used for Weather Disaster Remastered. Let's play that. Play that Pause that, pause that, pause that, pause that, pause. Not play, not pause, pause. Anyway, next song. This is the final song I'll play on here. Let's do one more. Like, 2 more, I mean. Next song of the... Oh, I love this song. Letting Go. This is a pretty airy song. It's by this guy named Jerome Tell. He makes awesome S3M files. Featured on the Mod Archive. This song is also from Weather Disaster Remastered. Remember when I was filming the 519 on WKBC? When it was actually on auxiliary mode? Ah, those were the days in 2017. Now it's really being played on 97.3. Not really, but still. Let's do one more song. Hybrid Song 2... Oh yeah, Hybrid Song 220. This is also a pretty cool song. Let's try this. Last one, by the way. Awesome feature, I have to say. So, if you're bored and just want to jam using your Eton FRX3, using auxiliary capabilities, and if you have one of these tiny little Eclipse MP3 players, be my guest. Now, there's only one bad feature. A really bad feature for a weather radio. You guys ready for this one? It has no S.A.M.E technology. Yeah. It has no specific area message encoding technology. It doesn't even have 1050 Hertz detection. So it won't alert you for those warnings you get for Davidson!
Oh, Jesus.
Autism intensifies. But, yeah. And the time is way off. I gotta set the time. It's 9 p.m. Oh, it does it in military time. Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool. So it's 9 o'clock. But yeah, it has no S.A.M.E functionality. I mean, obviously, it shows because there's no warning lights. And there's not enough room to display the alerts on the screen, but although that's a shame it doesn't have it, it's cool. So, in conclusion, on review of this radio, I can say that it's a pretty unique and impressive radio for what it is. This really shows that Eton is truly committed to show that they care for you and the safety of others around you by building products like these. This radio really is a great radio to help you survive in the event of an emergency by giving you information, charging your cell phone obviously, using the hand cranking function, and the solar panel in the daytime, and also the flashlight and the SOS light. So all these features combined into one big red brick, it shows that Eton can really do the job right. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like on this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel for future videos like these. Also, like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. This is ClayRanger143 signing out along with...
Brennan Crocker, Wayne County Emergency.
Who is fixing his TFT 911, his old TFT 911, I think. And Warren OHWX8798, who left, unfortunately. And we'll see you guys in the next video. So, before I cut the camera, I'm just going to put this baby on back on my big Iowa stereo. Take up the USB charging cable for the DC power supply. Plug it into the back of the radio here. Just plug that back in. Now to raise the antenna back up. And now, as we can see here,
There are several layers of loose fitting, lightweight, warm clothing rather than one layer of heavy.
and now it will just stay there like a champ. And as you can see, it's charging the battery on DC power. Awesome. Thank you for watching.